Good afternoon, friends. It is Sunday, April 2nd, maybe? I think so. That's right. This is my birthday week coming up. My birthday's on the 4th, so not really sure what we're doing. I don't know. Not really big into celebrating my own birthday, to be honest with you. But I'm sure David will want to do something. Also not really big on like gifts for birthdays. I mean, again, for each other. Sometimes, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes he'll get me something like, you know, like a couple years ago when he said he wanted to get me a Birkin for my birthday. Right now, I am on my way to Saks. I have decided to return the O case, the O pouch, whatever we want to call it. I tried it in several of my bags. There, in my mind, are not enough of them that I would be able to carry it in. And honestly, I'm never going to use it as a clutch. I know some people in the comments were like, oh, you can use it, you know, as a clutch. Especially because it does have the card slots. It would be a great use of it. But I personally know myself. I will never use it that way. So we're gonna do that. And then after that, I have to return something down kind of near the Macy's Herald Square area. And hot take, I really don't like Macy's. Now, I say that from the perspective of somebody who shopped, or I shouldn't say shopped, because I didn't shop, who is talking about the Macy's that we have in Kansas City, which from my perspective is just a hot mess. Like, I cannot stand shopping in stores where there are just like racks upon racks of stuff that you have to like weed through, and I don't know. But as we all know, New York is the home of Macy's. It's legendary here, and it's definitely different here because, I mean, like, there's a Louis Vuitton in the Macy's here on 34th Street, which is the Flagship. So, you know, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on Macy's as a whole. I will just tell you that from somebody who lived in Kansas City, Macy's is somewhere where I would never, ever choose to shop. But, like I said, maybe my tune will change based on the Macy's here. I hope so, because, yeah, it's always nice to have other options. So, anyway, I am right across the street from Saks, so let's go in. stopped to look at these Ferragamo Wanda bags that they had after I did my return at Chanel, and they had some stunning versions of it in different sizes and different textures. As you can see, they have the sunset one in the mini, which is just beautiful. They also had the larger version here in the black leather. I will say, especially in the mini size, the leather versions are pretty difficult to get into. Just the leather is a little stiff, but the box leather is gorgeous. And I love these sequin ones. And as you can see here, they were definitely easier to get into over the leather ones. And then they had these sort of architectural bags that you'll see here, which were really cool. But this red one in black had this big black mark on it, so I'm not quite sure why they still had that on the floor, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then I went upstairs to look at some Fendi ready-to-wear. I was looking to perhaps pick up a new piece for the World of Fendi event that I'm going to be going to in May, as well as when I do my MTO. So I thought I would see what they had. I was interested in seeing their version of the white and black tank top that just has the Fendi sort of Roma logo up at the top, kind of near the neck. Very similar to the Loewe one, if you've seen those, and they did have that in the white. You'll see me try that's right there, and you'll see me try that on in the dressing room shortly. They had some other really pretty pieces. One of the other things I thought about trying on that you'll see coming up here was the silk mini dress that buttons up the front and had a tie. I think that's something actually that Dale owns. I think she wore that to her shopping event that she had at Fendi, and it's a really pretty piece. I think it can be very versatile. I think you can wear it as a dress. I think you can wear it with all the buttons open as sort of a long duster. Here you see the new Fendi cargo pants that I am very drawn to, but I think I have enough cargo pants in my closet. So I am at Fendi in Saks, and I wanted to try on this tank top. I would definitely say that this runs small. Normally I would have thought I would have worn a large, but this is actually extra large, and you know, it definitely fits fine. Like, I would not want it any smaller. Just kind of wanted to see what it would look like, you know, with something over it. For example, if I put my go-to jacket with it. This is that like silk, I think it's technically like the pajama top or something. But yeah, I think it would look really cute underneath my go-to jacket. So this is the Fendi tank top, and it also does come in black in case anybody is interested. This is the silk double-breasted women's blazer. I would definitely need this in a 46. This is a 44, which I think is the equivalent of a size 10, maybe? I think so, because I think a 40 is a 6, because that's what my go-to jacket is, which, you know, is definitely not my size anymore. Used to be a few years ago, but, you know, I can get this button, but it's definitely too tight across the shoulders and in the arms. But it's a beautiful silk jacket. If you're looking for a tailoring piece, it is really, really, really pretty. But as you can see, it's pulling a lot there across the arm, but beautiful if it was in the right size. Thought I would show you a quick outfit of the day since I was in front of a full-length mirror. This is the Totem sweater, you know, the one like that everybody has, just in the cream with the, I can never remember if these are black or navy stripes. I think they're navy, I don't know. Jeans, I think, are Old Navy, the OG straight, maybe? I don't know. See, I am carrying my, oops, wrong way, my denim Chanel 22 bag that I picked up for my 1,000 subscriber milestone. So yeah, this is the Breaky Shop Astro Bomber, Astro, something like that, and the denim 22. So This is just, I'm loving this bomber. It's just, love the oversized fit, and just, it's awesome, especially for the kind of weather that we're having right now in New York. It's like in the kind of mid 50s. This is like a perfect weight for that temperature. So as I mentioned earlier, I did head down to 34th and Herald Square, which is where the big Macy's flagship store is. And in order to celebrate the beginning of spring, they had this huge, it was called the Flower Shop display. And so all of their windows had beautiful displays of flowers in them. And then all throughout the first floor, they had these beautiful arrangements, lots of people taking photo ops there, great Instagram worthy pictures. Definitely, as I say, not in Kansas anymore. Here is the Louis Vuitton boutique. I did not go in, but they did have some of the new Kosama pieces sitting there, and this is just a little display in the window, the Louis Vuitton store. And then there is a Gucci's right next to it. You'll see some bags in the window here, and then I did go into the store, but they unfortunately did not want me to film, so they said, "Pictures only, please." After Gucci, I sort of meandered around the rest of the first floor. There were some contemporary designer bags, as you can see here, Ralph Lauren, there was some Kate Spade, etc. Then we had some of the makeup counters, some really pretty floral ball displays that were in between the escalators, sort of continuing on in that spring theme, and these fun clouds, etc., more floral balls, and everyone was taking Instagram pictures under here. Then I went upstairs to check out the second floor of Louis Vuitton, where they did have mostly shoes. They did have some bags here, as you'll see. There's that Speedy that got away, guys, in the nautical print. They had quite a few of the nauticals still left. These are the Time Out sneakers. I had a pair of these in my collection at one time, but did sell those on. I really do like them in this pink, though. I think that's a really clean shoe to own. There's some shearling and then some more sneakers. Clearly I'm very drawn to pink at this time. I really liked these sort of bright fuchsia version of these shoes. For some reason, none of them had prices on the bottom, so I have no idea. And then we had this kind of pool slide in the fuchsia. And then some classic pumps, as you'll see. I feel like this is the original escalator in this store. A little frightening, I'm not gonna lie. And then we went up from the shoe floor up to their quote-unquote designer floor. I'm not quite sure most of us in this community would consider a lot of these brands designer, or certainly not the very high tier designer. I would consider these more contemporary designers. They were, Eileen Fisher. I think there was Hugo by Hugo Boss. There was H by Halston. Just, some more, like I said, contemporary brands. I will say, for those of you who want to know my opinion, while I appreciate that this is the flagship, I would probably say I'm still not a Macy's shopper. There is just way too much merchandise. I just am in sensory overload. I didn't show you the main shoe floor, but it is just filled with shoes. I mean, it's just, you can't possibly take it all in. It's just way too much, but I tried. And then here's some more of the other windows that I saw on my way out. Again, just beautiful floral themes here with the rainbows are so pretty, the pink flowers, and then the final window here with that really beautiful floral dress.